so by now you have seen the post, and if not, you're gonna, about this first launching of Mentor Me. Um, this is pretty dear to me personally because I know the timing and the season that I'm in with God, and we see the times and we feel the pressure of the next. And it's absolutely time for God to raise up his next set of sons and daughters that have been called for, as they would love to say, such a time as this. So we're just gonna kind of chat just a little bit. Shalondria, what are your thoughts about the Mentor Me the most, especially the impact for your generation?
I think it's necessary. I think that it is something that I think everybody needs it, but my generation in particular, I think that we need instruction, we need inspiration, and we need to be introduced to the next thing. And I think that people like you, of course, have the ability to show us the way, and we can come into an appreciation of that.
All right. So what would you say, what would you say are some of the pressures of today for your walk? So the young people that are serious about their walk, what would you say are some of their biggest struggles or hindrances, or what would you say that would be?
I think right now it is probably the pressure to perform, maybe, or the pressure to become something that we know that we can be, but maybe forcing it too early. So I think that part, we're doing it and we have greatness and we are anointed, but maybe we're doing it prematurely.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, that's what we're hoping to do. And then I got a story for everything. Like everybody else, she's learning that I have a story for everything.
Good story.
But yeah, I get emotional when I think about what my spiritual parents did for me. And fact, I would not be here had it not been for their chastening, their correction, their love, and their prayers, and the impartations and the teachings. It is a combination of all of it to be able to grow and be whatever it is that God have assigned. And I'm gonna say this, I think my biggest weight is because a lot came my way that I never would have thought.
True.
In the midst of my calling, in the midst of my work, in the midst of me loving God, it had nothing to do with me not loving God.
Right.
It was life that came at me that I know if my foundation was not on a rock, it would have sunk.
Yeah.
So, what would you say the posture needs to be for true impartations? And
like a full yield. I think it happens when you fully submerge yourself into it. So it's not just that I'm just going to do it one time and come back. No. It's a full submergence. And I think when you submerge, you have to put your whole self into it. And I think one of the issues that I see with my generation is we have this thing about not wanting to sound like everybody else or not wanting to look like everybody else. I don't want to pray like that. They do that. And it's like, all of us started sounding like somebody. You know what I'm saying? We all mimicked somebody.
Yeah.
So I think that the posture should be, you have to fully yield yourself, fully submerge yourself into the process so that you can get everything you need out of it. Because if you take yourself out prematurely, you don't get everything. Yeah. You know? So
the process wasn't full.
Right. You want to be full.
Yeah.
So just get in it. Yeah. Stay there.
Yeah. It's the full development.
Right.
Yeah. So this is our first one. But by the grace of God, there will be more. Yeah. It was intentional that we're targeting her generation. I know it's my mantle. I know it's my calling. And to solidify it was a few Sundays back, and anybody that's in our house or saw the service. And when we called up the 18 to 40-year-olds, and when it was 75% of the church, I was done. I was like, okay, I admit, I bow down. This is my generation that you've called me to. So for this round, But we know there's many seasoned gifts and callings and people in ministry that I pray that I can add strength to your life, and that because iron truly does sharpen iron. So, any questions for me, or?
What do you think the biggest challenge is from your generation to our generation?
I think our generation is too judgmental. I don't think they give the next generation not excuses, not compromising, none of that. But I don't think they try to understand what their warfare is today, and try to understand how the world has changed. You know, I mean, I give my few analogies all the time, and you know, even for my spiritual parents, they both passed away between 2000 and 2001, and there were no terrorists.
Yeah.
There were no, you know, you can't go through the airport without being warned. There were no mass murders in schools and these kind of things. So these are demonic spirits that are constantly getting unleashed, that this generation is, unfortunately, is part of their norm. And it doesn't shock them. It takes our breath away. But so with that comes everything that comes with it. And here comes the spirits of anxiety, and here comes the spirits of fear, and here comes the spirit of rejection and that kind of thing. So I think for my generation is being sensitive that they're in an era of life that it wasn't for us in our childhood and in our age. So yeah, that's what I'll say. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like it.
So May 2nd through 25th, registration is open. I do want to talk, and I think we should talk about a little bit about why the process is what it is. Okay. Why do you think it's important that we get a pastor's or a leader's just approval or just agreement? Agreement is a better word.
Okay. I think it's important because it needs to be established that Mentor Me Academy is not here to take membership or to, you know, grow some kind of church community. It's not that at all. We want people who are submitted to their leaders because this is a place for the mature. And yeah, there'll be other times when we do things, but this is for the mature. This is for the people who do know how to submit. This is for the people who do have to answer to someone, and not in a control sense, but in a sense of saying I'm responsible. So yeah.
Yeah, because we want continual growth.
Right.
This is strategically planned for the called and to preserve the heritage of holiness. Yeah. And that takes a good foundation. So yes, we want pastors to know that we hope that when your vessels go back to your house, they're on fire and they're understanding how to aid the vision that God have given you. So yes. So it can seem kind of tedious, but at the same time, we found it to be necessary. Yeah. If you're not accepted in this round, it has nothing to do with, you know, a rejection. It says for this round, we just looking for that base of a level of maturity that is ready to go to the next level. But I hope we definitely are going to stay in contact, and we want you to continue to grow and keep moving in what God have given you. We stand on the word. If you're faithful over a few things, he'll make you a ruler over many. So please know that this whole process of selection, it's not just us. It's a process of other mature gifts to say, yes, we're ready. Okay, yeah, this is good. And so that's what it's about. So I'm saying to say it's not Pastor Bennett's or Shalondria's decision alone. No. So we're praying. We want to take these requests and the applicants. We want to take it in prayer, because our desire is, again, that one can plant, one can water, and God's going to add the increase to your life. So, okay, so don't forget, you want to go to www.mentormeacademy.com. That's where you can find out more information, and that's where you can apply. We will respond back to you with all your information of what it takes. The closer we get to the date of our actual classes starting May 2nd, then you'll get more and more information. So we're super excited. I'm so grateful for this woman right here.
Please.
And I'm grateful because, God works in great, mysterious ways. This has been something that's been a secret in my heart because of the need. And when God led her to bring it to us, it was like, okay. But then when she just took the ball and ran with it, it was like my back is against the wall. Okay, yeah, let's go, let's do it. So I'm grateful for her obedience and for Shalondria's submission to saying, you know what, it's something God has given me. We're going to do this together. We need help in our generation. And I'm saying, let's go. So www.mentormeacademy.com.
And the in-person gathering.
And the in-person gathering.
The in-person gathering. Yeah, this was 4-week intensive. The 24th and the 25th is an in-person gathering right here in Sacramento, California. So you really don't want to miss that. You really don't want to miss this. So we're encouraging you now to sign up. March 1st is the deadline. So we'll hope to see you there.
There you go. Until then, we'll see you. Wow. Peace out.